Hi, you guys. This is Allison. I'm back in my space to craft after a really lovely vacation to Portugal with my mom. I just cleaned up my space a little bit from the last page that I did and made a card with my leftover scraps. And while I was on vacation, I was thinking about this page for some reason. Sometimes when you're overtired or whatever, and so I was imagining the layout for this page. So I wanted this to be the first one that I did when I came back. I have some Creative Memories paper from a pack. This side is polka dot, and then this side is this kind of funky chevron. I have 2 sheets of that. It comes from a paper pack of lots of different colors. I don't even remember the name of it, but I've had it for years in lots of bright colors. I have these letter stickers, which I think are a great color match. And then this paper is from a paper pad of also bright colors. That's my jam, kind of. So what I thought originally to do was to create a frame. We'll not use the side with the hole on it, but to do a frame, rounded corners here, and do something with the pictures that way. So the pictures I have are of Belize, and I have these 2, which I really love, and that's where I got the inspiration for this color scheme, was from the skirt and this little towel and then this boat. So I love that. I would trim just a fraction off each of these to get them to fit across. I saw, it may have been Crafty Concepts with Erin. I'll try and double check that, but I saw a layout that was pictures across here and then lots of banner flags hanging down at the bottom. And I think it was like an Easter layout. Well, I think she's close to my heart. I don't have a ton of close to my heart stuff, but that concept totally works for this. So that's my idea, is I'm going to trim this down, round the corners. I may even use my Creative Memories large cutting system to do that. That'll give me a little bit of this paper that I can use the back side for some of the flags hanging down. I'm going to do that on both pages. They will match. I was thinking about doing them sort of opposites, but I don't think I will. I'll just make 2 matching pages. This one, flags will hang down this way, and then I have these 2 swimming pictures of my daughter and my dad. And so I thought that, again, I might trim these up just a bit to focus on them a little bit, put this in the middle, and it will have flags going this way. So very similar, and then I'll be able to do a title using this. I think I probably have enough to say Belize it or something like that. So I'll use those for sure. I did also have this, which it's not quite the right blue, so I may not use that. I have this cute umbrella. I may dig through some of these things for a few more ephemera bits that are still in blue or yellow. So all the flags are going to be different papers of blue and yellow. The other thing I'm going to do, I have this stack of mats. When Creative Memories used to, back in the day, the old company, had their collections, they often included these huge sets of photo mats. which clearly I have not used that many. So I'm going to dig into these and pull out different blues and yellow papers that I can use for the flags on here. So let me trim up these, select some papers, and then I will come back to you when I have these two base pages laid out. Hi, you guys. So I just wanted to pop in and show you what I was going to do to round these corners, because I have a regular corner rounder, but the diameter of that round is not as big as what I would like it to be. So I'm going to instead use this Creative Memory system. And I was thinking that I had one that was like this for the outside, but I don't. It's wavier. I don't want all the waves. I just want the rounded corner. I apologize. My dogs are going insane. So I'm going to do this and see how it looks. So I've lined it up so that it is even everywhere, so that the corners will look even. And I'm not going to go past where it just cuts that corner off. And I think that's going to work perfectly. So I'm using the red blade, which means it will cut the closest to it. So I think it's going to look good. And it will achieve kind of the look that I wanted, was that little bit softer line on those corners. Oops, sorry, bumped my head. There, not too bad. So I'll go ahead and do it to the other one. And here I have gutted the blue paper. And I did a pretty large, I did this 11 by 11 so that I could get a pretty large 1/2 inch border on there. And I like the look of that. I wanted that bold look. I could have gone with a smaller 1/4 inch here, but I wanted that sort of bigger look to it. So I'll be back when my pages are together, and I'm gonna make a whole bunch of banners. I've pulled some journal cards, different papers, all in different blue tones, some different yellow tones, and I'm gonna start making some fishtail banners. Went into my scraps, so I even have this one that's got texture on it. So I'll be back with a whole bunch of banners and my base pages together. Hi, you guys. So I've done what I've said. I've come back. I've started cutting a whole bunch of banners. I'm not sure if I'll need more. It looks like I might need a few more. I only have one of each type so far, so easy to make some more. But I wanted to come on and finish the last couple that I have here before I start working on laying them out, just in case you haven't done these fishtail banners before. I just go up, I eyeball it 1/2 inch, approximately try and get to the middle of however wide your piece is, and then you just cut up to meet it. You can fold it to do that, but it can sometimes leave a crease, especially if it's thicker paper. So this is what I do, and this one I didn't go in quite as deep. And you know, if it's a tiny bit off, it doesn't matter. So last one. There we go. So get rid of all my bits. So I did also, move this over. I did also trim these photos just a 1/2 inch off each so that I could lay them out and they would fit across. I haven't cut the length of my banners yet because I thought I would simply tuck them under before I decide how, because I want them all at different lengths, of course. So this one would have, if it went here, would have to be a little bit shorter length because I don't want it overlapping that. So this one can come and be a little longer. And then I'm just going to fill in on the top. Let's see. That one can be shorter. I have this one that is multiple colors. I may try and find something else to go along those lines. So these fatter ones, I'm going to do a little bit shorter, and then I'll do the longer ones, the more narrow ones, slightly longer. And I want them to overlap each other. So I'm just sort of laying out, not necessarily alternating blue and yellow, but trying to get a variety. Randomizing, you know, very concentrated, non-random randomizing. And it looks like I will need a couple more. So this one can go here. So I'm going to need probably a few more banners to cut, and that's okay. So I did all of them 2 inches or 1.5 inches, so they're all different. And if I was cutting 2 from one piece of paper, I did one wider and one more narrow so that they weren't going to be mirror images of each other. What am I missing? Looks like I'm missing one of these over here. Yeah, so I need a couple more. And I think I want a few more of the blue rather than the yellow, just because there's already so much yellow on the page. I will also most likely ink all of these. I need to decide. You guys let me know what you would ink them with. I might ink them all with a blue and see how that looks. I'm a little nervous about inking the blue onto the yellow. I don't want it to look weird. But that's coming together. Maybe a couple more blue ones. I really like this. And I like this one a lot too. I have plenty more of this paper. So I'm just going to make a couple more of those. Hi, you guys. Sorry about that. My dogs were going crazy because my daughter got home from school. So while I had the video off and was chatting with her about her day, She is going on a big trip this weekend, and so she's so responsible. She's taking her car to the dealer to get the oil changed because she's about due, and she doesn't want to go on a trip without her car in good shape. So she's awesome. 17, she made the appointment herself. She's taking her friend with her. It's amazing. Anyway, so a couple things that I did. I went ahead and matted my photos. I did them together. I went ahead and inked all of the banners. This I have not stuck down yet, but I'm about to. I matted them, but I didn't want to cut them off and have white mat on either side and just have to cut that much more off the pictures. So I left it sort of as a strip across. I chose not to elevate any of these and put them on washi tape, partly because the pictures are sort of going on top of them. I could actually decide to put these up on, not washi tape, on foam tape. But I don't know that the page needs it that bad. So I do have still some ephemera. I need to figure out what to do with it. I found this. I probably have some more of these. This is from an old Creative Memories pack. I really enjoyed those. And so, and I took these stickers, which are a little bit delicate. I just put them on the, and I think that I'm just going to do UnBelizable with an exclamation point for my title. And then over here on some of the banners, I can write the date. Like on here, I can put the date. I need to figure out, I still have some things that I can use as a journaling box. I have all these scraps of paper that I could theoretically use as a journaling box and sort of put them up, put something on top of this to be a journaling box. This is obviously too big, but I could cut it down and do something like that. So I need to figure out what I want for my journaling box. I'm kind of getting a little partial to something like this and putting that there as a journaling box. So I might look at that and just make that an area for an embellishment cluster, maybe with the umbrella. That might be cute. Put it a little, well, I don't, yeah. So that may be something. UnBelizable. I have these this flower. I'm sure I have some other flowers. So let me go research some embellishments and see what else we can add to these pages to add some interest. Okay, so I've dug through some ephemera packets and things like that. I did go ahead and decide to, because I don't have a lot to say. We went swimming for the day. We went to the beach. Plus it was so long ago, I don't really remember what I have to say. So I'm just going to put a few words here. Maybe I'll do it this way so it's a little easier. I found a couple of butterflies. I really need one more, so I may have to look for in my Chamel stuff for another one similar to this. These are from two completely different packs, but they seem to coordinate. I think this is Vicky Bouton, this is Chamel. I found this cute parrot. Reminds me of, even though it's probably not a tropical parrot, but it looks like it to me. So I'm going to include that. And then here's some other things I found. I found another parrot. Again, two completely different sets, but look how similar. This says the beach is calling and I must go, so I'm going to include that in one of these clusters. A day to relax, good vibes, little compass, a geotag in blue, a pineapple, and then a few little wordy bits. So I am going to go ahead and use this as sort of an anchor point for this bird up in this corner before I and put the title on there. So let's get started, and I'll speed this part up. So I am at 3 times speed, I think, through this, and you can watch me forget to ink most of the ephemera and go back and do it at the end, and really struggle to get these letters off of this material. It's a piece of packaging material. It is not appropriate for me to be putting stickers on it. I was lazy and didn't go get downstairs to get some wax paper or pull out anything else that would be more appropriate. So I really struggle, and a couple of the letters even tear, and I've got to repair them. So I'm going to let you watch me struggle through that process. It's some real world scrapbooking, you guys. And figure out where to put all the ephemera. I end up switching the birds around so that they're facing in the right directions, looking sort of into the page instead of away from the page. And so I'll just let you enjoy that, and I'll put on some music, and then you'll hear me again at the end. Alrighty, so just finishing up, placing those embellishments. I decided that didn't add anything. Catching up on some of the inking that I had forgotten to do beforehand, making sure everything looks good, and we'll do some close-ups. So if you enjoyed this content, please subscribe, forward it to your friends, and give it a thumbs up. I love this UnBelizable scrapbook page. Thank you guys for watching, and come back for more out of this world scrapbooking.